I have to do some super splitting today. To be honest, it's one of my more favorite things to do. I love running this machine. It's just relaxing. I love the sound of it and the feel of it. I have a number of rounds that I have to split. So I was making these today with the Japa, and the 8-way just wasn't having it with these. They're just tough. So I've just set them all off to the side. I'm going to hit them with the super splitter. And here's the one little trick that I've picked up. I avoid working off of the ground as much as I can. Anytime I resplit, I put it into the trailer, and that way I don't have to pick it up off the ground to put it into the wheelbarrow. So I will be getting this trailer, a couple rows of it of resplits, and then I will be backing the trailer up to where the logs are going to be stacked. Real quick work with the super splitter. All those big rounds are split. They're on the back of my trailer. I also put my uglies into this wheelbarrow. This is going to go into my own woodshed for the year. Nothing gets waste. All the scraps are going to be building our base to keep us out of the mud. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to start my truck and back this up to where I've been stacking. I'll show you what I got going on there, and we'll call it a day. This is all part of my plan. The sun's getting low in the sky. A lot of this manual labor stuff with the super splitter and lugging these rounds, I save for later in the day. I keep everything on this trailer, and then I can just move the entire trailer to where I'm going to stack it. This is the cords that I've been building up, and the white stuff is what I made today. I didn't do a lot, but that's what I made today with the Japa. I dumped it right into the trailer, and I've moved the trailer back and stacked those earlier today, and then I took the heat of the day off for my deliveries in the afternoon. So now we're back in the evening after dinner. I got all these resplit, and I'm going to be stacking these now. I build up my base with a lot of saw chips, sawdust, and scraps, and I laid the pallets on top. And then whenever I walk across the pallets, I got these plywood scraps that I use as runners. It keeps me from breaking the boards. But the objective here is to get each row is equal to 1 cord. I try to stack it a little bit over 4 foot tall. Good stacking means they don't tip over. In my opinion, a stack of firewood that tips over is an act of shame. That's almost as bad as being passed in the left lane on the highway. This is 3 cord that I'm working on, and you see we keep it pretty straight. You know, the pallets, some of them are a little crooked, and I got some gaps, and but we try to keep a space in between them so that you get good air circulation. I had an old timer tell me that you should stack your rows of firewood far enough apart so that a mouse can get in between them. You don't want them touching. I think you can get some mold buildup like that, but these are spaced pretty good. I have a lot of space at this yard, but I am sealed off from a lot of it because of all the rain. I got a drainage problem, and it's just too wet for the trucks to get back there. When we were deciding on which firewood processor to get, the one factor was the machine had to process logs from right to left. And that's because of the way our yard is set up. I wanted to keep my feet and the logs on the pavement as good as we can. And then ironically, the other yards that we pull the machine to are pretty much the same way. So I couldn't have a machine that processed logs from left to right. And that automatically eliminated a lot of very good firewood processors. I still think I got the ideal processor for what we're trying to accomplish. We have been using it since the end of February, beginning of March. I have 0 buyer's remorse. The Japa has been that good. It works as advertised, and it does a great job. But it's just funny, depending on your situation. And probably a lot of people, if you're in the market for a firewood processor, I think a lot of people don't even notice this. But that's an important item, is does it work from right to left or left to right, depending on the way your yard is set up, on how your trucks can get in, where the logs are going to be left, and where you want the outfeed to go. That's an important part of the equation. And that's how we do it. I got all my splits for the day stacked. I'm ready to run the machine now in the morning, and it will start it all over again. I got deliveries going out in the afternoon, and then we got bundles to make too. So we are gonna have a busy couple days ahead of us. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate every one of you and all your comments. Please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Everyone have a great day.